Grill This, Smoke That is brought to you by Furtado Farms. For all your outdoor cooking needs, they're your premium source for cookwood. Whether it's pellets, chips, chunks, or logs, they've got you covered. Visit furtadofarms.ca for more info.
Kettleman's Bagels is proud to support Grill This, Smoke That. Kettleman's, makers of wood-fired Montreal-style bagels using only premium ingredients. With 3 Ottawa locations, Kettleman's menu is available 24/7, 365 days a year. Grill This, Smoke That is generously supported by Oven Brothers, makers of handcrafted Canadian-made wood-burning outdoor ovens for inspired chefs. Visit us at ovenbrothers.ca. Oven Brothers, from our family's backyard to yours.
Ontario dessert involving squash
And smoke.
and smoke. Tell me about this.
Well, this one was a bit of a twister. So I used a couple of, I wanted to get local ingredients. So we got, of course, strawberries around here are excellent. When strawberry season is fantastic.
Sure.
I don't have fresh strawberries from right here right now because it's not strawberry season. But we have some that I did a little batch that we jar, and we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Nice.
And then squash, beautiful butternut squash from the area is always nice as well. And there was a dish that, going back to my international roots, I did years ago in Africa, which was a cheesecake, and
Right.
it was actually a pumpkin, because there the pumpkins are the local product there.
For sure.
So I did a twist on that, and me and you did a dinner. I don't know
We
what
did.
it was, 6 months ago or something like that, a pop-up dinner.
Yep.
And we did a soup, and it was your idea, and I loved it, and it was a cold smoked squash.
So we're going to continue this.
That's right. So I thought I'm going to implement that idea and put it into a dessert. So we got
That's awesome.
We got a cold smoked squash cheesecake, individual cheesecake with macerated strawberries.
Well, we're cold smoking some wonderful product right now, so why don't I go to the grill and pick those up for you?
Perfect. That'd be great.
Awesome. We have some squash, cold smoked with a little bit of applewood. So there you go, chef.
Beautiful. Yeah, I remember when we did it with before we used the applewood, came out nice, the fruity.
Absolutely.
It's soft, not
And
too
again,
harsh of a flavor.
there's not a lot of hickory trees that grow in Ontario, but there's an awful lot of sugar maple and apple trees.
Exactly.
So we use what we have.
So we puree that up. We add a little bit of sugar, so that's going to come out just like this.
Right.
Right. And then I've sort of loaded this up into a ramekin already.
So
this is chilled.
So scoop this out
That's right.
and
Put it in the blender.
disregard, put it in the blender,
Yeah.
and add what to it? Sorry.
Just a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
And a little bit of maple syrup.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And then the next step we're going to do is we have this is a mixture of cream cheese,
Right.
ricotta,
Right.
a little bit of cream, gelatin,
Wow.
and a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
And then what we do there is we just form this into our mold. And then once we press this down, we're going to pop that in the fridge overnight. Makes it easier. You could do it faster. You want to throw it in the freezer or whatever.
So it's a cold set.
It's a cold set.
So we don't have to cook this
No,
anymore.
not at all.
We've already got all of the smoky goodness that we want
right.
out of this, which is added to that.
So then once we set that up and it sits overnight, it's going to harden because there's gelatin's in there too, so that's going to cold set it.
Right.
And then we'll be able to pop it out.
Awesome.
Okay, so then there's that. And then to finish it, we're going to do, like I said, we got a little bit of strawberries here. So due to the season, these are not from here, but what we did do is we're just going to slice that up, and we're going to use a little bit of this nice preserve that we made when we had strawberries.
Yes.
So we have, tell you how to smell that. So a little bit of again maple syrup, a little bit of balsamic, and some port, right? And then we brought that up to the boil, and then just had these sliced strawberries and just put it into the liquid.
Look at the color.
And then jarred it.
Look at that color.
And then you can hold that for all for the whole season. So then we take a little bit of that because the flavor of this with the fresh strawberry, and then a little bit of the ones that were already been sitting in our preserve.
Wow, that's huge.
And that's just going to make a beautiful little accent for our cheesecake, which we'll plate it up and show it later.
What an amazing dessert. And again, using a vegetable,
Yeah.
that is naturally like candy sweet. That's grown in Ontario,
flavor
like
of it is
5
just
minutes
great.
away from our backyard. Beautiful dessert. looking forward to actually wrapping everything up and showing you all of these wonderful dishes all on one amazing table. Ontario, the presentation is going to be incredible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Today's tip is get to know your farmer. Yeah, some of us may not be able to actually go out to the farm and meet these wonderful people, but there's farmers markets that happen every weekend. All these wonderful people making great contributions in the form of fruits, vegetables, proteins, everything. And they do it with pride. And they know what they're feeding their animals. They know what's happening with their fruits and vegetables. Get to know them. They're great people. And if you have any questions, ask them. They're the ones that grow this stuff. Today's tip, know your farmer.